Hi VC, this is Aaron with Alamare, and today I'm entering Alexspinsvinyl Push to 300 contest, and he's got a really cool channel. He's over from England, and I've been trying to watch a few of his videos to get to know him a little, and he's a really cool guy. And yeah, his musical taste is a lot different than mine. I'm a hard rock, heavy metal. He's more of a hip hop, but he likes a lot of stuff. He likes he likes a little of everything, just like I do. So that's really cool. And so I'm just going to start right off, and it says the first question: which debut is the most underrated? And this was a pretty hard one for me, but I went with this record here, ZZ Top's first record. ZZ Top's a great band, and this record is amazing. Probably the most heavy blues style they ever did. It's really good. It's got Somebody's Been Shaking Your Tree. It starts with, that's a great song. Brown Sugar, not the Stones version. This is a way different song. It's really good. Certified Blues is on here. Backdoor Love Affair, great record. And people overlook this record a lot. I've noticed most people go to like Eliminator, or if they're in their early stuff, it's Tres Hombres or Fandango. And my favorite's actually Rio Grande Mud, but this is very close. It's a really, really great, underrated record. And then a new band or artist the VC should check out. And this is Altitudes and Attitude. It's kind of a super group in a way. It's David Ellison here from Megadeth, the bass player, and Frank Bello, the bass player from Anthrax, and they both play guitar and bass on this, and Frank Bello does the vocals. And this is a really killer record. It's not really thrash. Some of it's a little thrash, but it's more just power metal, really good hooks and really catchy stuff. Really great album. They have a lot of guest stars on it. Ace Frehley plays guitar on a song, and Nita Strauss does. A few other guest stars on there. But it's a really good album. Came out, I think, in 2018. And it's a really good record. And I think it's their only one. And let's see, the album I have with the most copies, I don't have a whole lot of copies of albums usually. Because what I'll do is if I get a bunch of copies, I will give them to people or sell them or trade them. So I'd have to go with this with only 3. I have a few with 3, but I wasn't going to pull out 100 records. So this one, I have 3 copies of this record, and it's Scorpions' Love Drive. Here, this is the alternate cover here. And then this here is, I believe it's a Philippines version. The original cover. And then I also have the Japanese version. So that one I got 3 of. And I rarely have more than 2 of a record. When I'll buy a bunch of collections, sometimes I'll get up to 5 or 6, but I slowly weed those out. And at one point I had like 6 Pyromanias from Def Leppard, but I got rid of most of those. I only need my picture disc and listening copies. So, okay, and show an album by a band which was the best concert I've ever seen. That was a tough one because I saw Guns N' Roses and Metallica with Motorhead, and that was probably my second favorite. But my favorite was from this tour here. It's Kiss, Hot in the Shade. And this tour, I've seen them on the Crazy Nights tour. I saw them on this tour, saw them on Revenge, and the Reunion tour. And the Reunion tour was really cool because it was the original 4 in makeup. But this was the best concert they ever did. It was just amazing. They did amazing songs on it. Eric Carr did like a 20 to 25 minute drum solo in it. And this was the last tour he was on. He's my favorite drummer, so that was my favorite concert. And I really love this record. I know a lot of people only like their 70s, but this is a really good record. It has a lot of memories for me. And then the last one is my least favorite album in my collection, and why. Well, it's going to be this one here. This is a Christmas record, and I'm not a big fan of Christmas records to begin with. But this one here is so slow and just knocks you out almost. It's like it has no energy to it. I put it on. My wife is a huge Christmas music lover. She loves it, and she was like, turn it off. So it's like, yeah, so that would be my least favorite record in my collection. And the bonus question he has is to guess his favorite album of all time. And I've only got to watch a couple of your videos. I kind of know what you like, but that's really tough to pick one album. So I'm just going to take a stab just from what I've learned from watching you, and I'm going to go with the Arctic Monkeys. Whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not, and that's my guess for that. It's probably wrong, but there you go. everyone sub to Alex's channel. He's got a great channel there, and it's a pretty cool contest here. And there you go. Rock on.